To enlighten us further on the COVID-19, with us is Professor Petersen from the Ministry of Health, specialist in infectious diseases and consultant at the Directorate General of Diseases Surveillance and Control. Professor, welcome to 7 o'clock News Bulletin.
Hello, nice, thank you very much.
Yeah. Professor, could you kindly tell us about the current situation of COVID-19 in general?
Well, I think you very nicely summed it up that we have 55 cases and 17 have recovered. What we could add is that most of these cases, they have connections outside Oman. So if we have local transmission in the country, it's still at a very, very low level. So we cannot really detect it. So I think we are doing very well.
So that means Oman is doing quite good in dealing with the with this pandemic. What else would you like to add in that?
Well, I think that when you introduce the topic, you emphasize social distancing. And I think that is a very important point. And I think that one of the reasons that Oman is doing well is that we did these measures very early. So if a case is coming into Oman, as we have seen with most of the 55 cases, they are not really transmitting to a lot of people because of the social distancing. That means that if you are infected, you are not seeing a lot of people, so you cannot pass on the infection to a lot of people. And this is the most important tool we have right now. Of course, we are looking very much to what is happening in other parts of the world. And for instance, in Italy, they have more than 30,000 cases, which has developed over the past 3.5 weeks. And we really very much want to avoid that situation. And that is why it's so important that we, to protect all of us, both you and me and our neighbors and our grandparents, that we keep the social distancing and keep a good hand hygiene.
Part from what is being decided by the High Committee dealing with COVID-19 is social distancing, which you have mentioned there. And what has been noticed, many of the workers tend together in groups, and this is definitely violating the rules and putting people at risk. What advice would you like to give in this regard?
Well, I think it's important to really understand that none of us is without risk, no matter what kind of work we are doing and where we are in society. So we have to follow these rules, all of us. And in other countries, they ask the police to break up gatherings of people. If you are more than 10 people in one single spot, you will be asked to please disperse. And that is one of the things we could do here. But basically, it's important to realize that we are all in the same boat. We all have the responsibility for each other. And if you break the rules, you are actually a danger to all of us. So please adhere to the guidelines, because they seem to work. We have a very low number in Oman, so what we are doing is working.
Well, indeed, that we have to adhere to the rules and regulations, and we would like actually to commend what has been happening, the follow-up actually from the High Committee, as well as the Minister of Health has been doing wonderful. People need really to focus and need to follow all those rules which have been put in order to prevent the spread of coronavirus. That was with us was Eskild Petersen. Thank you for the details, and we hope everyone will follow the instructions.